This is the clubhouse of Usagbe Club of Nigeria. Ongoing is the annual general meeting of the club. This is the forum where major decisions are taken, especially as it concerns their ESCO, the National Executive Working Committee. Here, at this present meeting, a new ESCO will be elected. The tenure of the past president, Sir Paul Izenuwa, expires at this meeting, having served 3 years as president of the club. A new president will be elected today. According to the information we have, the vice president, the current vice president, MSC Aviomoh, still stands as the sole candidate for that position. By this, it means that he is stepping into the position of the president of the club. Usagbe Club of Nigeria is made up of eminent personalities in Wepawano, and this is where it all comes down to for major decisions to be taken. We are going to continue to bring it to you at the end of the election, the emergence of a new president and other executive committee members. Sir, this is an election that we didn't think is going to take place like this.
Yeah.
Knowing the kind of caliber of men in Usagbe, how did you come to such a consensus?
It shows that the club has come of age. I was president of this club in the year 2002. 2000 to 2002. 2 good years. That's about 21 years ago. And the greatest abiding faith we have is discipline. So there are 3 principles here as far as I'm concerned. Discipline, principle 2, discipline, principle 3, discipline. And that is what you saw here today. We have come of age, we have matured in such a way that we now have a grooming process to know those who will fit into what positions, from president down to the lowest one, which is the assistant general secretary. We identify them and we say, these are the people we want. So they will still campaign quite all right, but it is just for mere formality to let us know what they will do for us. So for the first time in this club since it was founded in 1984, 39 years ago, we had an election where there was no single opposition to any of the candidates. All of them were elected unopposed. The returning officers was a different ballgame in terms of being an INEC. There were no problems there were no glitches. There were no IREV issues. There were no BVAS issues. Everything was clear and as clean as a whistle. Transparent, honest, credible, and believable in the full glare of everybody. So we are happy as to what has happened today.
So how do you expect this to strengthen the club?
Oh, it strengthens the club because it shows unity and unanimity. It shows consensus. To build consensus is not easy. Consensus building is perhaps the most difficult thing for human beings to do, because people believe that they have to sleep facing the different sides of the wall, and they are right. But for a club of over 180 people, founded 39 years ago, and still growing, with young ones as young as 23, 24 now joining, to have a consensus as to who should occupy what position, because they are square pegs in square holes, is something that must be celebrated.
So, sir, do you think this is possible nationally on the wider range of Nigeria elections?
No, it cannot. It's not possible because you have different political parties, you have different ideological leanings, you have different ethnic nationalities' interests, you have different religious interests. So all the centripetal and centrifugal forces ever at work can never allow for a consensus president. But what can be allowed and which is possible is to have a credible and a free and fair election, which everybody will buy into, which everybody will respect, so that we could say these people are giving birth to democracy, defined on the 19th of November, 1863, by Abraham Lincoln in his Gettysburg Declaration as government of the people, for the people, and by the people. What you have many a time are selected people, not elected people. That is why I have now used my Ozekhpedia, modeled after Wikipedia, to start different concepts of crises which are not demo. You have electionocracy, you have selectocracy, you have judocracy, you have executocracy, and you have legislatocracy, all of which are mismanaged forms of democracy.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.